Hey guys, it's week 5. It's about 70, 78 degrees out today. Very nice. Just made a trip to uh, Harbor Freight and got some stuff for here. Got an air compressor I got on sale. It was $40 for a nice air compressor, brand new, and a nail gun for when I start putting the walls up. I brought out the PVC, so I'm gonna try to get that done today, and I'm going to cut back the waste line that I don't need where it comes up and then it wings out both ways. I only need it to come straight up and then try to reuse some of the old um, traps, and it's got some of those short under counter stacks, air stacks for the sinks that don't have a true stack to go through the ceiling. I'm gonna try to save those and just get some coupling back on there. I hope to get the ceiling patch. The patch kit came in the mail this week, so I'm gonna crawl up there while it's nice and cool and brought some bottled water and some soap. I'm gonna scrub that spot and get that spot sealed up. And then this is the last week I have the ladder, so I will try to get around the whole thing and see if there's any other holes in there or any other scratches or anything that I should pay attention to. Um, so I've got a list of a lot of little stuff that I need to do. So I will try to jump in every once in a while and show you guys the progress, and then we'll do an end like we normally do, and see how it goes this week. There's some exciting news this week. I did find a place to put this once I get it finished. My lease is up in October 31st, so I've already told the apartment I'm moving out, and I put a deposit on this piece of land yesterday. It's about 30 miles out of Austin. It's in a place called Bastrop, um, and they have a little mini farm out there that they're subdividing up into RV spots. I think there's only going to be about 3 of us out there on an acre and a half, um, and they're going to be running water. It's brand new. They're going to be running water, sewer, electric to everybody. They're going to try to get internet out there and TV, and it'd be a nice open. You won't be cramped right next to the guy like in an RV park. So we'll see how that goes. They're not going to be ready for a couple months, for at least 30 days, and that's great because I'm not ready for at least 30, 45 days with this. So that works out fine, and I don't mind the commute. I've done it before. So that's exciting and moving forward. And so I got a little more fire under my backside to get this thing going and get it done. I started pricing some Luan for everything I wanted to Luan this week, and it was pretty expensive. Luan's $22 a 4x8 sheet, and I was going to do uh, 14 on the walls. I needed 7 on each side, 14 on the walls, 7 on the bottom, and I need 1 for the ceiling. Um, that ended up being 460 something dollars. That's a tough bit to swallow. So I think what I'm going to modify it is I'm going to pull up to all the flooring and see what the subfloor looks like. And if it looks pretty decent, I might just get some thin set and spread it around and try to fill in some of the holes and get a nice level, clean base on there. And then just go from there instead of putting glue on the floor. And it'll save me 7 sheets. That'll save me about $150. Um, I looked at the walls. Renters went in there, and I could probably get away without putting glue on the walls, but I really don't want to. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. The next big one I have to do is the hot water heater. It's external mount tankless hot water heater. It's going to go in the back of the trailer, and it's $220, which is another big one. Um, so I'm getting to the point now where money's going out pretty quickly. I think I'm okay. I still got a few backup uh, funding options, so I'll be okay one way or another. I just want to do my best to make sure this thing is done cash. So when I'm done and I'm in that new land, all I have is lot rent, and I can concentrate on my other bills and get them taken care of. But anyway, I'm gonna get started, and I'll come back to you guys soon. Thanks. Hey guys, here I am up on the roof with getting ready to repair the roof. I just wanted to show you the hole that I had there. That's a little tiny hole that made all this damage. How soft it is here, where I need to replace that board underneath it. But I've ordered a patch kit. I got some cleaner, water, little scrub brush here, and inside of here is this little rubber patch. Came with some alcohol and a little scrubby pad. They said just use alcohol and scrubby pad, clean it, but you know me, I'm gonna do overkill, so I brought my own soap and my own scrub brush. I'm gonna clean it real good and patch it up. I should only need a little bit of it. I got a bunch for other if I find anything else. And here's my roof. It looks like there's been some work done on the front of the trailer there. I need to crawl over there and see how well it was done. The roof, for the most part, looks decent. There's an AC unit that will have to be repaired later, and towards the back, and then you see way back there. That is the opening over the shower, and the top's completely dry rotted and gone. And there's my one stack. Basically, that stack is only for the shower drain. It's the only place it's used. It's letting water in. And then if you look way in the back corner there, I don't know if you can see it right there. It looks like the ceiling has dropped off of the seam, and it may be leaking back there. So I'm gonna go back there and take a look at that. Might have to get some of that rubber cement stuff and fix that. And all in all, the roof looks okay. It could use a complete replace, but what roof couldn't? So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up, get the patch on there, and I'll come back to you guys. Thanks. Hey guys, got a lot of work done today. I got a lot of the plumbing done, and then I noticed while I was sitting on the floor doing the plumbing that right underneath the hot water heater and on that wall area there, it looked like it was sagging a little bit. So I finished up what I was doing with the plumbing and moved over here, took the hot water heater out, and the floor underneath there must have had a leak, and it's just completely rotten. See if I can show you guys what it's doing. Okay, so here's where the hot water heater was. I pulled it out. It's completely gone now. You see all this rot. So it goes here, goes all the way across over to there where the stove is. Most of the worst of it is right here, and you can see where I actually just put my hammer in it, and it's just coming up. It's just rotted, dead, rotten, bad. What this is underneath it is that's where the wheel well is. So that's the metal that went on the top of the wheel well, and the wheel's underneath it. So I'm going to take all this out back to right about here probably, and I'm going to replace it with some new. Hopefully I can pull out a lot of the rotten floor that's underneath the wall there and slip the new board underneath there to give it some support. I pushed on the wall. It doesn't seem like it's moving. Only place it's got a little bit of give to it is right here, but it's not an awful lot. The baseboards look pretty decent going across, so it looks like the rot just went straight down into this very porous flake board, particle board. It loves to soak up water like a sponge. So I'm going to continue with this, try to get that piece out so I can get a replacement piece. I might be able to use some of those back there. I'm not sure if they're the same thickness, but I'm going to try to get it at least out today so I can have what I want to do. So I'll come back in a little bit, show you what I got done before I leave, and yeah, just 1 second. All right, it's a little bit afternoon. I'm gonna call it quits. It's getting a little warm, even with the fan going. So it's been an up and down day, good and bad. Let's start with the good. I got all that mess cleaned up there. I cut the sewer line back to just a stump, and I'm gonna take it down. It's 1 7/8 is the patch. I'm gonna go down and get the pieces to run up to the sink. Got the tile, the under tile up. Floor looks pretty clean, so I might be able to just put tiles directly on that. So I've dry fitted all the PVC. The sink is going to go right here because here's the drain line. The sink's going to go right here. Here's your cold and your hot. Hot's on the left, cold's on the right. Shut off valve, it goes down. I tried to make these as even as possible just so everything can be get down here. It's pretty even. So it's the top, and it's going to run over here, and then this back one here goes up and it tees right there. That's the water inlet. And then the cold water comes up to a shutoff up to here. And it's going to go out the wall to the hot water heater, the tankless hot water heater. And then this one is going to be inlet with the hot water. And it goes down and it tees. And the hot's going to come over to the sink here. And the other tee is going to go to the tub right here. Very efficient, very tight setup, so there's less room for points of failure. I decided to go ahead and leave the flexible pipe for now. The tub is the weirdest thing. You see that's the bottom of the tub there, and it's up on a wooden platform. I don't like that. It makes me nervous. Plus, it makes it unusually high, and if you see at the back there, the tub is coming away from the wall, so it wouldn't be suitable to take a shower in here anyway. So I'm gonna put that off for now. That's something that I can do a little later. So what I'll do down here is I'll get the PVC to PEX conversion and then just run them into the existing lines here until I can get to a position where I can tear that bathroom out. I've seen some good ideas. I would like to just have a walk-in shower so I could build a base, but I think the reason they put that tub up on a pedestal is because the trap's there. If you put the tub on the floor, you'd have to go underneath the camper to put the trap, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. What I would like to do, I saw a pretty cool video where somebody used a watering trough as their bathtub / shower and just had a surrounding shower curtain that went all the way around it. Or we could use some corrugated tin if we can get it to conform to the shape of the watering trough. So that's some ideas to throw around. You know, I could still take a shower there. It's just not very pretty. So, and I showed you guys on the outside. I put the outside faucet on. It's chrome. It's very nice, very professional looking. Caulked it up really good. Wet my finger and smooth the caulk down to get it nice smooth. The other good things I had today was these windows. Remember I showed you the one window locked, but these other three would not lock because those latches broke off. So what I did is I went out and got a box of S-hooks and then took this one end, just kind of bent it out a little bit so it fit around this and fit around that. So, you know, now my windows are locked. So all my windows can lock now. So I can leave some of my cheaper tools here, supplies here. I'm still going to take the power tools home with me and charge them up and just keep them safe there. Okay, and now to the not so great stuff. I was over there working on the plumbing and I looked over here and it looked like the floor was sagging a little bit underneath the hot water heater, and it used to be right here. So I went ahead and pulled the hot water heater out and looked at the floor, and it's just completely rotten, overrun with ants, black ants, and it's rotten for about 4 feet. It's rotten up underneath the wall, and then I had my hammer. You know, I showed you another video. I had my hammer pulling it all out. So the beam right here looks like it's got some rot on the top, but I hit it in a couple places and it feels pretty solid below that. So I think it's just this particle board. So I'm gonna get a 4x4 sheet of 3/4 inch particle board and cut it out to right about here, all the way across there, right just that side of that gas line and back, and replace all this. I think what made it soak so bad is right, and if you see it right there, it's metal. All the way over to there was the top of the wheel well, and it was bowed like a it was concave, I think is what you call it, but it bowed, so it just held that water in there. It was metal, it couldn't evaporate, it couldn't get out. The only way to get out is go through the wood, and the wood just soaked it up. It loves to do that. So it's not terrible. I think I can fix it. I'm gonna get a plug for this. I'm gonna leave that metal on the outside just so it. If I didn't put that metal door back on there, you would have to see a gap in the siding, and I don't want that. I'll just permanently screw it on there so it looks like a heater, but it's not, and it's no big deal. I'll caulk it up really good, and then I'll put a wood patch right behind it in here and seal it up really good so it won't get wet in there. So it was interesting, ups and downs, but mostly ups. This is the last week in August. Got next week at work, and then the following week I'm taking the whole week off to come out here and take care of this. we're starting to get to the point to where I'm having to make some large purchases. The hot water heater that's going to go out there is going to be a large purchase. The Luan for the walls and the floor, I've had to rethink that idea. These walls aren't terrible, so I might try to prime them, patch the holes, and see what we can do from there. So I mean, that would cut my cost down by about $450. I would need one for up there to fix the ceiling, and yeah, we'll have to see what else. I think when I take that wall off, it'll look like this side where there's no gap in the wall, so it's okay. So I think I might be able to do that. I'm not sure. The other bad thing is I got up on the roof right before I started this, and in the back, uh, where the roof meets the wall seam, the wall molding, the rubber had pulled away from it, so that whole back end was just collecting water every time it rained. And then it got so bad that on this side and the back, the roof had actually sunk down about a quarter of an inch. The wood part it can't even support that rubber liner. It's hanging down. So I need to see if I can find some of that rubber cement that you could paint on there and paint it on there to try to get it to plug up them holes until I can get a professional out here to replace the roof on this thing. Um, it needs to be pulled off from the top, and then all that wood, all that wood like that, it's rotten, just needs to be replaced from the top. I can't do it from down here, and I'm not gonna mess with pulling that roof off. I found a guy here in town that does a mobile service. I'll give him a call and give him an estimate of what's gonna cost. But it's coming along. I'm hoping next week I will come out and I plan on starting the tile in the back, because once I rip up the rest of this dark floor, at least back to here, I can start putting the peeling stick down all the way across. And then once I get the peeling stick in this area, I can bring that metal shelf in, set it up, find a sink, permanently mount the sink on the shelf, and then go ahead and glue all this stuff together. And by then, my hot water heater should be in, and the inlets are going to be right there on that wall. Then I can start moving forward. I'll have to move this fridge out of the way and measure and see how far that peeling stick will go. It'll probably go right about here, maybe a little bit longer. That would be fine. Maybe I can cut it off right here where the stove is. Just peeling stick to here. So from here back, there's peeling stick, and then from here forward is going to be the wood laminate. Still got to replace that beam. And once I do that and I feel secure that the roof is not going to fall down, I'm going to take that wall out and just keep running the wood laminate back. I got to find it and purchase it. That's going to be another big purchase. That's going to be probably about $400. So, barring finding any more rot, I'll get that fixed next week. I'll get the peeling stick going next week, and we'll go from there. So, as usual, thanks for watching in my camper home. Thanks.